Alright, so welcome back. Hope you're having a fabulous day here today. With the recent drop of information, we now know a collaboration is inbound, if we didn't already. But now, it does tell us also new collaboration. I did mention that there's a high chance it is a brand new one, which is new to the game. Now, because of that, you have to expect, like, oh, what's the content going to be like? What's that going to be like? And I really hope, and this will, like, I'm going to set this video in stone here, and after the collaboration drops, I'll come back to it, revisit it, and tell you, like, damn, they really dropped the ball here. But the last collaboration was Shield Hero, which was the last new collaboration, and it was a new collaboration after a long time of reruns. It was very weird, yeah? I like the collaboration personally, but I feel that they dropped the ball in so many different areas, it wasn't funny. Today, I'm hoping that at least maybe, you know, they have some of this planned, or they fixed this in the last one because they took feedback. For example, we still don't have any response on the catastrophe story, if that's going to get, like, fixed or voice acted or whatever, but I'm hoping that this gets a little bit handled, all right? Let's talk about it. Let's hop over there. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe, it helps out a ton. So, Naofumi, Shield Hero collaboration was the last collaboration, and I want to know opinions down below. I need to know, because I don't think I'm the only one that thinks this, but I feel that the Shield Hero collaboration had some of the best, like, the way they did characters was great. They all helped a different meta. Kizuna was PvE carry. That's what she was. Filo was carrying unknown meta. That's what she was. Then it was Naofumi and Raphtalia becoming an own defense meta type thing, and also some sort of human somewhat combination, right? It was really cool. I feel that they did the characters justice. They did very cool whatever content they were there for. It was nice. And Filo, till this day, is still pretty good in what she was designed for. So let's go with that. Now, ignore that. The content was minimal, all right? You had Labyrinth, which was the replacement to Story. If they do that again, I'm uninstalling. What the fudge was that? It was not a replacement at all. Labyrinth is fun and all, but they did like the Shield Hero Labyrinth, which was cool. It was a breeze with Kizuna, but I really feel that this, like, when they do the next collaboration, the entire point of a collaboration is to see the characters of GC interact with those characters. There was no interactions. Literally, there was no interaction between Naofumi, Filo, or any of these characters. Like, there was zero interactions with 7DS, like, roster. There was nothing. There was no sort of anything, and they didn't even put passive screens. Passive screens? Are you kidding me? If you click it, and then you hit unlock, it will automatically unlock. They didn't even design those, right? So it felt super lazy and super, like, weird. It's like, at first, I think, like, there's never been a character in this game that hasn't had a passive screen, chat, whatever. There was no, like, there was zero lore. There was nothing. There was no story. There was, like, one boss, which was that other boss, which I'll show you in a second. There was nothing in this update that was substantial, right? So I do hope that this time, like, let's say it's, for example, it's not that it's this. Let's say it's Fate. There are so many great interactions you can see between the roster of Fate and 7DS. I really liked how they handled, what is it, Kyo and Escanor. They're both fire, and they were, like, testing out their flames on each other, and then Kyo kept getting mad because his flames can't affect Escanor. Really cool things, right? So, like, those interactions make the collab super fun. Rimuru and Melly just vibing absolutely was pretty cool because they're the same type of character, just laid back and everything. Those are cool. Storylines are cool. We didn't have much with Shield Hero. So I found the Shield Hero patch notes to show you what it actually looked like. So 4 new heroes, which was great. It was like the first time getting 4 new heroes in such a long time. Like, in such a long time. So that was the first welcome thing. And we were like, oh, they did effort. When we first saw this, we were like, oh, they did effort. Because making 4 heroes for them is rare. We don't even get 2 unit banners anymore, right? So that was big. Then you have the 100 gem check-in, which you can also probably expect this time, which would be really cool. If it is a new collaboration, we can expect that. And again, it is rumored to be a new collaboration based off their speech, Alexis leaks. It's all adding up, so that does make sense. But if you look beyond those 2 highlights of this, the event, boss battle, Book of Despair, again, we always get a boss battle. I like this boss battle. It's pretty cool. The animations were also kind of cool, so nice. We always get relics, so 4 relics were added, which were pretty cool. Again, Kizuna was for free, which was a highlight, which it should have been story. My opinion, should have been a highlight, but Kizuna for free was huge. And then collab special Labyrinth, which basically, that was your update, right? And also in part 2 of the update, there was basically just the treasure chest update. I'll show you that in a second, or after I go through part 1. But basically, that's all they really put here. And then the Tower Trials, like the basic one without the gems. That was what was in this update too. So they didn't put any story. There was no story-related content. There was nothing of any dialogue, anything like that. And I liked Trinity's collaboration for, like, just the story. The characters were weird. Everything else was weird. But the story was pretty cool. Like, the way they were able to, like, merge the universe in a way. And, like, Meliodas and all of them were, like, clueless at what's happening because it's like some weird stuff like that, but they were also like okay with it because they just thought it was like demons and stuff. So the way they did that was cool. Every collaboration does have a nice little vibe to it. Shield Hero just felt really empty, if I were to say that. Just empty. I just personally wanted the story. I didn't care for content as in anything else. A story would have been so cool. Go through the entire thing, have a bit of fun, and they're always fun. I loved AOT story. KOF story was pretty good. I never liked the arcade mode. That thing was hell to go through. It was cool. I liked the entire thing. Probably nowadays I can beat it easily, but back then when I started the game, it was such a pain to go through. I had to get like the 5-gem win. What is it? You had to win on the 5-gem one. I could not for the life of me, bro. It was cool, but damn, that was pain. When the rerun happened, I was like, oh, it's pain all over again. But that's there, so it was pretty cool. They had good quality of life updates, so this time we might see some quality of life updates also, which, you know, it was like for the first time in a while. The other collabs didn't give you too much quality of life, but this gave you a lot. So that was pretty nice. We can expect some of that here. Cosmetics also that are paid for. Maybe one character gets a free one. Rather one for diamonds and then maybe a free one. We'll see how that works. We also had like the special multi. All those rewards are pretty cool. Free Kizuna, so we can always expect a free collab unit. This time too, you can expect a free collab unit, which would be pretty nice. And then again, went through the basic bingo event as we always get. Athena had the regular other event. This was a bingo event, so each one is different. 4 relic boxes, got to go and farm. Book of Despair. It was a really cool update, but again, like the passive screens being missing was weird. Storyline not being there was weird. There was no dialogue at all, like at all between the cast or anything. It was as if they didn't have the rights to story. They just had the rights to get the characters, stuff like that. But like there was no lore or anything cool like that. So I do hope that this time when we get the collab, they at least patch in some, like, let's say there's no story. Fine. Passive screens, bro. Like, it felt so weird to click that and just automatically unlock the passive. You're like, oh, there's nothing cool to look at there. But, you know, we're not getting a Labyrinth this time, right? Clearly we can't. There's already a Labyrinth active. So what is our core content going to be this time? Let's, like, if they do a final boss only, which I think is a very high possibility it's a final boss only, I'd be super kind of mad. I do hope for a story. I think that that's really cool. So I hope that it's not like only a final boss thing, and that's all we get for the update, you know, like thing. Like if it's Fate, there are so many interactions. If it's Demon Slayer, there's also so many interactions that can be had between the cast, which it's always really cool to see. But again, maybe I'm just yelling at air here. But again, there's a lot that you can expect in this update. Just realize that now. So if you are like super like bored on the game, this could provide for you for like a good 2 weeks. Again, 4 characters, that's a lot of content to go through first off. All right, getting those characters leveled up, getting those GB points, getting those characters built for whatever team they need to be built for. That's a lot. Getting a boss is pretty cool. Like it's good for the first few days, enjoying that. Clearing through the bingo event, getting the relic boxes. It takes time, right? Last time it took me a whole week to get the entire like relics crafted. So it will take you time to get through all the stuff. So regardless of what we get, it will be good. Again, given they put effort into it. I do hope though they can at least end the theory that they're actually taking less effort into the game by dropping some banger stuff. But this is Netmarble. They're probably gonna drop less effort. But let's see. Let's see. All right, let's go with it. Again, that's been the quick video here. I want to talk about how Shield Hero was a little bit different and what I hope they do. The 2 devs might pop off here. Let's see. But quick video. Just want to talk about it and what to expect also. A little mixture of what to expect and that. So a login, 4 characters, a bunch of other like bosses, I guess, the 4 relic boxes, bunch of rewards, a free multi. That's around and then a free collab character as mentioned. So a lot of stuff you can expect too.